Alright YouTube, what is going on? It is ConflctNerd Cam here today, bringing you the start of a new series, Airline Tycoon Deluxe Edition. The aim of this game is to go ahead and build up an airline basically. That's as simple as make as much money as possible and go ahead and dominate the other airlines. So we're going to jump into free game here, and as you can see there's 4 airlines. We're going to go with Falcon lines, I think. We also have other airlines which we need to go ahead and compete against and with the airports and rival and beat in a sense. You can beat them in many different ways, which I'll show you in a second. For some people this game might be new, or it might be a flashback, which hopefully for some people is a flashback, but if you don't understand it then I will explain it all to you as time goes on, do not worry. Anyway, so we're going into a meeting now.
So you're the new tycoons. Interesting. I would like to make one thing completely clear. I will not tolerate anything which upsets my airport, so mind what you're doing. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. We will meet tomorrow morning at 9 AM.
So that was the airport manager there, and basically these are 4 individual airlines which only operate out of this airport. So they're not multi-franchises, they're basically just... You've basically got 2 planes. So very quickly I'm just going to go ahead and... This is our planes. I'm just going to get these planes moving as soon as possible. Just because the sooner you get these planes moving, then the more money you make. I'll start to explain stuff because there's a lot to this game. So first of all, this game was built in 1998, which is pretty amazing. So for 1998, this is a really old game. But it's a very basic game, but it's also really complicated, and it's just so much you can do, so much fun you can have. So this is our office here. This is Falcon Line's office, and as you can see, we can go in here to flight planning. So currently we have 2 planes. We have the Bitterfeld, and we have the Potsdam. So these 2 planes were based in London, by the way, which I'll go over in a minute. These planes can go ahead and carry passengers, or they can go ahead and carry freight. So this is our smaller plane, the Bitterfeld, and it can carry 126 passengers and can go a range of about 4,000 kilometers, carrying up to 16 tons of freight. So not too bad. That also has 2 pilots and 3 flight attendants as well. Then we've got our more longer range, better plane here, the Potsdam, which can go ahead and carry 180 passengers, carry 24 tons, and can travel at a range of 6,000 kilometers. So not too bad at all. However, that does need more people. So with that said as well, we've got all these airports in the game. We're based out of London, but these are all the airports we can go ahead and fly out of. As we go along, we can actually go ahead and buy offices at these places. However, there's really no need for that at this stage. Again, you've got use of gates as well. So far we've got 2 flights scheduled, and it takes 2 hours out of the gate use time to go ahead and schedule a flight. With that, you've also got the income, you've got the competitors, you've got all that stuff. I guess that's really a good starting point actually. So we need to go ahead and basically work on the scheduling of our planes. So we've got this flight which is off to Brussels today. As you can see on the right, it's got a premium of 10,000. The expense is about $4,000, and we're going to make a profit of about 6,000. Not the best, but you know, it's a starting point anyway. And we've also got this flight here, which is London to Brussels. That makes us 11,000. So it looks like we're going to have, both our planes are going to be in Brussels actually. So we need to go ahead and find them return flights for today. So today is a Friday, so we need to go ahead and get some scheduling done ASAP. So what we're going to do is we're going to run around the airport, and I'll go over the airport in a second, but I really do need to get some flights scheduled. So we'll very quickly just look at this board here. This is the flight board, so as you go into every single airport you'll notice that. I guess this is all the flights going places. So we've got our departure at midday today, going from London to Brussels at gate 2, which you can see ours here. Ours is the second from the left, Falcon lines, London to Brussels at midday today. So we need to go ahead and fill up the rest of our schedule, and that's why we're down here at last minute, because we can go ahead and take flights off the board. So as you can see here, we've got a London to Paris, which isn't too bad. That's for 90 passengers. We've got a Vienna to Moscow, which that one's actually quite appealing, so I'm probably going to go ahead and take that. That takes 90 passengers, so we can fit that into our schedule. We can pretty much fit anything into our schedule, to be honest, today. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up this Helsinki to Barcelona flight today as well. London to... That's interesting actually, I really like that. London to Athens. Should be able to fit that one in as well. That's got a really high penalty, and penalty is where if you cannot schedule the flights but you've taken it off one of these boards, then you get fined a lot of money. As you can see, we start with 1.5 million down on the bottom there, but because it's got a high penalty, it probably has a high reward, so that's why we're going to go ahead and take it. Anyway, so from here, I'm going to return up to my office, and this starting stage, it's mainly just going to be scheduling flights, and we'll go from there. So we've got quite a lot of flights to fit in today. We need to go ahead and first of all get this London to Athens flight in, because I think that's going to be our big payday. As you can see there, has a high penalty, but it's got a nice profit of 266,000, and when you take the flights you can't actually find out, unfortunately, what the profit margin is going to be. That's just an unfortunate thing about it, but it's not that bad. Oh god, now we might not actually be able to fit everything in here. This is not good, this is not good. I maybe took off Helsinki to Barcelona. I'm going to get fined because I'm not going to be able to fit this in, I don't think. We might just be able to fit it in. No, this isn't going to work out. So how much? I'm going to get a fine of 55,000, which really isn't good to start off with actually. I just want to see which one has a bigger penalty. So you have a penalty of 39,000, you have a penalty of 55,000, so I kind of mucked up there, that was my bad. Not the best of starts. I don't think we can fit you in. You're going to be in Athens. The time you get up to Vienna, it's not going to happen, I don't think. London to Athens. Nah, we're not going to be able to fit that flight in, that's a shame. Starting off with a fine, which really isn't the best start, but we'll go ahead and start looking on to Saturday now. So one of our flights is going to be in Barcelona, and our other plane is going to be in Athens, so we probably want to get them returning to London. So again, we're going to go ahead and do something similar. This time we're going to run down to Air Travel, and we're going to go ahead and see what we can get. So we have here a few interesting flights, so you get, as you can see, the day. So we're looking for Saturday, or an option where it's got until Wednesday. So until Wednesday means I've just got to schedule it before Wednesday. Now the until flights give you that extra flexibility, I guess you could say, but it's not usually as profitable, and I only tend to use those as fillers where I've got like a plane flying from one place to another but without carrying passengers. Anyway, so let's go ahead and have a look at this here. There is nothing really with a large penalty. This one here, actually, London Cairo, I'm going to go ahead and take that. It's 180 passengers, so we need our big plane for that. So we'll go ahead and grab that off the board, and I'm very quickly just going to go ahead and pencil you in. So you're going to be on our big plane. The big plane is the Potsdam. You can't unfortunately fit on the smaller plane. But as you can see there, an extremely large profit again of about 250,000, which I can't complain about. We lose minus 20,000 though flying from Athens back to London, so it'd be good if I can find maybe an Athens to London, or roughly, you know, a route which is similar going back towards London, so we can make at least a bit of money back on that. So we're going to have to go back downstairs and just basically try to continue to fill up our flight schedule. And this is it's gonna start off this way, but once we get, I guess, the schedule filled up for the next few days, then we go ahead and start to look at other stuff, because we've not really been through the airport yet or anything like that, so we can definitely go ahead and start doing more exciting stuff like that. So what I'm thinking about, Lanzarote to London, you're going to be in Athens or Cairo. So what I'm thinking of maybe doing is just picking up this like maybe Munich to London flight. I don't think it'll give me too much money, but might as well just go ahead and grab you and pencil you in. So if we go ahead and grab this flight here, I want my other aeroplane though, please. So Munich to London, so that would suit better. So we're losing 12,000 on that. We make 21,000, and then you're back in London, and then you fly out to Cairo. So that's no problem. We've still not dealt with this flight here though. So you're in Barcelona, so we're going to have to go ahead and actually take quite a lot of planes off this board. So we've got Palma, which is quite near Barcelona actually, so we could go ahead and take that. Similarly, we've also got the Madrid to London. They're both until Wednesday, so they're both optimal. Which one? This one has a higher premium, so I think I'm probably going to go ahead and take that. We've also got a Lanzarote to London as well actually, which is quite appealing. There's nothing really that suits me, to be honest here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Lanzarote to London as well, because it's got high premium. Again, high penalty. That's one of our planes in the background as well. We'll get onto that in a second. I just want to get some more flights penciled in. So let's go ahead and grab this. Unfortunately, this exclamation mark means that there's not a gate available. So we need to go ahead and try and find where a gate is free. Looks like that is the first time the gate is free, so I guess the plane's going to be in the tarmac making no money for a while, which, that's fine. It's just the unfortunate thing about having one gate. So you're going to lose 1,500 flying out there, but you're going to make 14,000 overall, so I don't mind that at all. That gets you doing something tomorrow. Then we've got the Lanzarote London flight, which will make us 76,000. It's going to cost us quite a bit to fly out there with the big plane, but I mean, we do make about, what, 40,000 in profit, so I mean, it's definitely worth it. So as long as we're not making a loss, then it's all good. So that's you sorted out. The big plane is sorted out to Sunday now, which is fine. We need to go ahead and get something on the smaller plane though. So we need to go ahead again, London to somewhere. We need something from London to somewhere for our smaller plane, which can only hold 126 passengers maximum. So Saturday, nah, can only go on the big plane. Sunday, Saturday. What about Reykjavik to London? We can definitely do that. Let's go ahead and grab this one. It's got a big penalty, but hopefully it should be a good reward. And we can hopefully now stop dealing with scheduling, because I felt I spent all this episode so far scheduling. So I'll go ahead and leave that like that. It's going to cost 12,000 to fly up there, but a healthy profit, which I'm happy about. Anyway, so it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Basically how this game works is you work from, I believe it is 9 AM to 6, however you can call it a day early. So we're very quickly just going to go ahead and check the departure board. We've only got one more flight today, that's the London to Athens flight, which leaves at 8 o'clock this evening. So let's go ahead and actually do a proper tour of the airport, because I was just wanting to get my planes up and going there, but we've not really done that yet. So this is basically check-in here. You go ahead and check in. Every airline, I guess, only has one gate at this stage. However, when you make more money, you can go ahead and extend the airport, which will be exciting when we can do that. However, you do need quite a bit of money, and you need, I think, a few planes to do that as well. Along with that, you've got last minute, which we as airline owners can go ahead and go up to and take flights, which are usually for today or tomorrow. You've then also got the museum as well, which we'll jump into, and we've got the cargo hub as well, which we'll look at later on. We've got the advertising agent just beside us, which we will jump into at some stage, probably tomorrow, because I've got an idea what we're going to do on Saturday already. I've got an initial startup idea, which we'll go ahead and execute. We've got Petrol Air here, or Petrol Air, sorry, which is basically just going ahead and buying fuel, which will make your planes fly faster, but at a more expense, which is something I don't really want to deal with right now, but we will do later on. We've got the manager's office upstairs here, which you can go ahead and talk to the manager about upgrading the airport and buying routes, which we'll do tomorrow. We're very quickly going to jump into duty free, and we're going to go ahead and make our first purchase. So we're going to go ahead and buy this Filofax here, because the Filofax can be really, really useful. You can also get other stuff like notebooks, you can also get stuff like cell phones. Don't know why a cell phone costs 300,000, but it does. Do remember this is 1998, so it's quite a long time ago, but you also get a few other stuff as well. Nothing really interesting. You've got the bank there, which the bank goes ahead, you can basically take out loans. Got a newsstand there, which isn't really that important. Rick's Cafe is actually really, really useful if you are new to this game, and if you haven't got this game, I'd recommend going ahead and buying it, because it is only like $6.99, probably like $10 overall, and that is where basically if you're a startup, you go ahead and get some advice. Up there, that blue door, I guess, that blue door is it's where you can buy planes, but unfortunately it's closed. If you go into this high-tech area up here, that is where you can make planes. However, you need to have a ridiculous amount of money. And then what we're going to do is run along here. This is the departure lounge, I guess. This is where you go through here and you go ahead and basically each airline has their own departure gate. This is ours here, Falcon Lines. You can go ahead and leave and go onto your flight. And then away at this end here, you've got where the workshop is, where you can go ahead and get your planes repaired, which we'll find out how our planes are doing every morning when we're in the meeting with the manager. So that is pretty much everything, to be honest. Going ahead and just looking at the airports. There's also security up here as well, which we'll jump into at some point as well. But it's now 5 o'clock in the day, so what I'm very quickly going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look into grabbing ourselves a chartered scheduled route, something that we can fly constantly and go ahead and make money out of, because it's a bit of a pain running down to those two last minute and air travel shops to go ahead and take something off the board to fit it into our schedule. You want to go ahead and take a charter right off the start, a fixed route, which you can go ahead and execute. So this is all the routes I can go ahead and choose from here flying out of London. These are the ones that are unlocked anyway. There are other ones, however, we will unlock them as we get branch offices. But to start with, these are the ones that just come out of London. So what I want is one which I can go ahead and make money on, one which is a bit long distance. So we're going to go ahead and choose the London, New York, because New York, as you can see from this map, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got a lot of forward connections, New York, and it's quite a good flight. This is going to cost us to rent quite a bit of money actually. It's going to cost us 800,000 per month, 26,000 per day. However, we should make that back no problem. So we're going to go ahead and buy that, and as of tomorrow we're going to go ahead and start scheduling some of those flights to New York and start advertising on that route to go ahead and make some money. Anyway, so that is the first day over. As you can see, we're already off to a great start. We are carrying the most passengers by quite some bit actually. Looks like our nearest rival is Honey Airlines. We did maximise basically our use of airplanes last night though, or yesterday. Like as soon as I started this, I went ahead and scheduled planes, so really good start. Our personnel, that's basically like the pilots and also the attendants at 91%. We could work to increase that, which we will. That's not, I mean 91% is pretty good, so that's not an immediate concern. And our planes are in 100% as well. Basically, if you have your planes flying back to back to back to back to back without any rest, then they go ahead and start to deteriorate, and you need to go ahead and just leave a few hours at times for your planes to, I guess, get fixed, or you can go ahead and take them to the workshop, which we looked at just a few moments ago. Anyway, let's jump into today's meeting.
Good morning. Let's begin the meeting. Let's start with
Sunshine Airlines.
there's nothing bad to you're okay.
Right, this is us, Falcon Lines.
Everything's normal. Normal means average. You can do better than that, can't you? Your planes are in excellent condition. You're an example to us all. Your employees give no cause for complaint. And now,
Phoenix.
Right, okay, so going ahead and hearing what the manager's saying is pretty general stuff, to be honest. I mean, we've only had one day at our work. Over time though, we should go ahead and, I guess, improve on that. However, it's going to be a steady increase. It's not going to be an immediate increase. So first of all, let's go ahead and check the mail. So we lost a bit of money on that Vienna to Moscow flight because I missed the deadline and we didn't charter it. We didn't have room, that was my bad. We only lost $40,000, so it's not that a bad thing at all. As you can see, we've basically made about $500,000 so far, so we're nearly at 2 million, so we're actually doing really well. For the few times I've played this before I've started this Let's Play, this is probably the most profitable first day we've had, which is really good to see. Anyway, so cinema today, I don't really think I need to know about this. We've also got another letter here from enclosed. You'll find a brochure, How to Build a Successful Airline Manual, from the Federal Department of Aviation and Computer Games. Don't think we really need that one, we can go ahead and get rid of that. I have a rough idea of what I'm going to be doing anyway, just because I played this game quite a lot as a child, so I definitely knew the inside and outs of this game. Anyway, so yesterday at the end of the day we went ahead and bought a fixed route, a fixed charter. That was London to New York, so we're going to go ahead and start to put this on to our flight schedule. So as we can see this morning we had the Munich to London flight, that made us 20,000. Currently the Potsdam is in the air and it is on its way to Cairo, making us $240,000. So we're going to go ahead and tomorrow and schedule the London to New York flight. We're just going to go ahead and stick these in back to back, so it flies out to JFK and then it flies back pretty much instantly. Now, as you can see, the profit is at a question mark. Because this is a chartered route, you need to go ahead and promote it. This is fixed, this is going to be every single Sunday, and we're going to do it quite a few times in the week. Obviously, we are going to schedule around these orders, these orange, I always get orange and green mixed up, these green flights. So the green ones, I guess I should probably explain how this all works. So as you can see, the green ones are orders, the green ones are flights that we take off the boards out of last minute and they are travel, which we'll go ahead and continue to do because those bring a fixed guaranteed profit. Whereas these blue ones are our routes, our chartered scheduled routes, which we go ahead, and I've only got one so far. We took the London to New York one at the end of yesterday, but that doesn't guarantee a profit, so that's why you want to have a mixture of both of them. But we're going to go ahead and promote this in the advertisers in a few minutes time. You've also got these ones here, these, I guess, yellow and grey. This is where the flight is the plane is flying, but it's not got any passengers on it, so essentially you are making a loss, which you want to go ahead and avoid that as much as possible. Anyway, so that tomorrow is the London-New York flight scheduled, and it's going to be returning. Now today we've got the plane coming back into London, however we've got nothing going forward, so we need to go ahead and definitely get something in for tonight, which we can go ahead and run down to last minute to do. So let's go make our way to last minute, and last minute doesn't open. What? Why is it not open on a Saturday? That is a stupid thing. There might be something at air travel, but we might have mucked up here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to fly today. I really don't like that at all. So let's have a look. So the Ottawa to London, that's going to be a good fixed profit. I like the look of that flight. Oh, we've also got, this is going to be a fixed. Let me think. I'm going to grab both of these. And there's a reason for that, because we can go ahead and work that in with our own routes, which goes from London to New York. So that's why I chose it, because it links us up to North America, which you often see flights on this board linking up to North America. You don't really get that many going to Asia and Africa, which I don't know why. It seems to just mainly be Europe and North America. Anyway, so we need to go ahead and get something for tomorrow for our smaller plane though. So I'm just trying to have a look. So we've got London to Munich, Palma to London. Both of you guys are flying tomorrow. So I think we're going to go ahead and stick this one in, and we're also going to, so we're going to, I can't fit that one in. Too many people. We're going to grab you and we're going to hopefully stick you in no problem as well. So let's go ahead and run back up to the office and see what we can do, see if we can fit you guys in. So we're going to start off with this smaller plane here. So that works if there's a gate free. So you're going to fly out later on tonight for 9,000 and you're going to give us a 62,000 profit. But we do need to go ahead, because we don't start work till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we need to have something covering the hours from 5 AM to 9 AM. So we still need to go ahead and put something extra into tomorrow's schedule. Now we can go ahead and put you guys in. So we're going to have the New York to London and the Ottawa to London. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to use our routes, and we're going to use our London to New York. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to fly from London to New York. It's going to fly the short flight, which is only going to lose me 4,000 from New York to Ottawa. And then we're guaranteed, that is such a bad profit. It's a guaranteed profit though of 7,000, which isn't bad. So that's going to guarantee us a profit. And that is why I've gone ahead. That's why I took that order, the Ottawa to London, off that board, because I mean it should be a much better profit. As we can see here, the New York to London's 163,000, so that's a really good profit. I'm surprised that the Ottawa one shouldn't be much more like that. Unfortunately it's not, but that's the reason I took the New York to London one, because it's a guaranteed profit of 163,000. Whereas with our routes, our blue flights, it's a variable profit. It could actually be negative, and it will probably be negative for the first day, but after that it should go ahead and pick up. Anyway, so let's go ahead and grab the London to New York as well, because you might as well fly out as well on that, instead of being like a yellow and grey. You don't want that, because that would be a guaranteed loss. Might as well go ahead and chance it with a blue route flight. So all's looking good there. We can go ahead, and that's pretty much the Potsdam filled up to Tuesday, so we don't have to deal with you. We have to go ahead and deal with you, which we will do later on though, because we're going to jump out the office and we're going to go ahead and visit the advertiser. And you are closed on a Saturday and Sunday. Of course you are. Right, that's a bit disappointing, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is, I think we're going to go ahead and jump into the museum's closed as well. Why would the museum be closed on a Saturday? What is open? Who can we go ahead and visit? That's the thing. Let's go ahead and first of all check the flight list for today, the arrival and departures, and see. It looks like I've only got one plane in action. We probably had some earlier on during the day, but we've got Reykjavik to London arriving in tonight. Hopefully that'll make us a bit of money. I don't think we're going to make too much money overnight tonight, but hopefully going forward we will be fine. Let's very quickly just jump back into the office. I just want to go ahead and actually check our smaller plane, because we're going to have to go ahead and fill this up. So you're back in London tomorrow morning, and you've got a maximum capacity of 126. So let's go ahead and look for flights for Sunday for under 90. So that one there is not bad. Let's go ahead and look. So Sunday, we've got quite a few different options here actually. Sunday, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 it looks like. So can I get any of you guys working in conjunction? Not really, unfortunately. I'm really tempted by this London to Berlin one. And I can definitely do that because that's 90 passengers and that's under 126. So I think we'll go ahead and take that for tomorrow, and then we're going to go ahead and take one of you guys, the either Lanzarote London or the Palma Mallorca London. I think we'll take this one maybe because it's not got a penalty. This is the thing that really annoys me. I wish it would show the profit because you're sort of just guessing and hoping for the best. So we'll go ahead and take that, and we'll return to the office and we'll go ahead and schedule you guys in. So both of you guys can go, which is good. So it's going to go from London to Berlin, making 50,000, which is good. It's then going to make a profit of 108,000, so I'm really happy with that. And then the travel in between's only a loss of 12,000, so tomorrow's going to be a good money maker. And the good thing is we can still get extra flights in the evening. So we're back in London tomorrow evening, so we can go ahead and see if air travel's got anything else for us. Don't know if it will. I really hope it does, but I don't know if it will. So Sunday, we can go ahead and just do a basic flight to Dublin. That's a shout. I've also got these ones here. I mean, short flights like to Dublin or to Paris, they're not going to be a lot of money. So I'll only take them if I really have to. Let's see this one here. So this one's interesting. Stockholm to London on Sunday. I think we could fly from London to Stockholm in the time we have. So that's definitely good. It's got a high penalty, so hopefully high rewards. And I think that is the flight we are going to take. Yep, I'm happy with that. Could we go ahead and take the London to Paris? I'm just trying to think if it's quicker to fly from London to Stockholm or Paris to Stockholm. Logically it would be London to Stockholm. We'll just take this and hope it fits into our schedule. I think we have enough time. I think we have plenty of time. So go ahead and fit you in. So you're fine there. So you're going to make us 80,000 and we're only going to lose, what, 11,000 flying out there. So again, nice profit. The problem we do have here is free gates, but we're fine. And that's us sorted for Sunday on both our flights, which I'm really happy about. So looking at our routes here, unfortunately you're going to probably make a loss because we can't get into the advertisers to promote this specific route yet, which really annoys me. I don't know why the advertisers on a Saturday are not open. I don't understand why you're not open on a Sunday, but I'm a bit disappointed about that. So unfortunately you'll probably make a loss that day, but hopefully going into Monday you should start to turn a profit. For the first few flights it is going to be very close to a profit or a loss, but I'm willing to take the loss because overall we are going to be making quite a lot of money over the next few days just because the flights we've managed to pick up. We've actually been really lucky so far on the flights we have gone ahead and chosen. Anyway, so going forward from Monday, we need to go ahead and get something into our smaller plane. I just want to go ahead and check the freight. We've got 16 tons there because we're going to run down to the cargo terminal and see if we can go ahead and get ourselves some cargo, because cargo can be really profitable as well. And if we can go ahead and find the right flight, then we can go ahead and definitely make a lot of money. So this one here is not too bad. So we're looking basically for stuff from Monday onwards on our smaller plane. So Monday, but we also need under 15 tons. So London to Barcelona, that's probably not going to be that a big payday. Kiev to Berlin, that's 30 tons, that's too much. That's 60 tons, that's too much. We've got here London to Stockholm, that might be not bad. That's definitely a shout for Tuesday. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and grab our first ever cargo, which is interesting. So we'll go ahead, we'll maybe come back here. That's us at 2 million though, which I'm quite happy about. I do just want to go upstairs and check this out actually. We'll go ahead and look for a telescope. I totally forgot about this. So this is basically the chart of all the airlines, how many passengers you've transported. So as you can see, I'm in the lead. However, Honeycomb Airlines is on our tail. So we need to go ahead and just make sure our flights are not on the ground for a long period of time. We need to make sure we continue to have them in the air. Anyway, let's jump back in here and let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get our cargo flight in. So for Tuesday, that's from Monday onwards, we need to go ahead and put stuff in. Anyway, that's a profit of, oh hold up, oh no, you're in London, that's fine, so as long as you're back in London. So it's a profit of 43,000 there, which is really good. Really happy with that, and that basically fills its capacity. So it's nice to see we've got a variety of the different flight types. We've got routes, we've got orders, and we've also got cargo as well. I don't think there's anything else in this game from what I can remember, so at least we're varying everything up, which should be good going forwards. So the final thing I want to do is explain what is in the office next door to me before we wrap up this episode. So this also belongs to Falcon Lines, and this is our personnel office. So if we go in here, we've got two people who work for me.
Hello, boss. Here are the current applications. Which ones do you want?
So if I wanted to go ahead and buy planes, which we will inquire over the next few days at the price, I can go ahead and basically, I'm looking for pilots, I'm looking for flight attendants, or I'm looking for an advisor. The advisor would help me out, however I don't really feel I need an advisor because I want to say I'm alright at this game. I mean, we are the best airline so far. Pilots, flight attendants, we can also go ahead and trade them out for current ones. We know from the morning meetings that my personnel is at like 91%, I believe. So if I wanted to, I can go ahead and if that number started to drop a little bit, I could go ahead and replace the flight attendants by going ahead and looking for the applications. I've also got this other guy here. This guy basically, he deals with the salaries and he also holds all the records for my current employees. So we will be into this. We will be in this room quite a bit going forward, but not right now because I don't think there's any need to go ahead and buy a new plane. Anyway, so we're going to jump into the office and we're going to call it a day here. We're going to finish half an hour early because there's nothing really else to do today. We're fine for the next few days. So as you can see here, Falcon Lines are doing extremely well. The personnel's at the same percent. Planes just dropped to 99%, but to be honest, 99% is fine. As long as it doesn't really go below about 80%, then there's no need to worry. And we're definitely in the lead with passengers by quite a bit, which makes me extremely happy.
That's the condition. Okay, next is
Falcon Lines.
your airline is okay, but nothing special. Your planes are in excellent condition. You're an example to us all. Your flight personnel are competent and do good work. And now,
Phoenix Trap.
Right, okay, so that's an improvement. My flight attendants are competent and do good work. So, I mean, the meeting in general is usually the same over and over again, but as you can see overnight, we've made about 150,000, which isn't the best. For the first ever time we have a flight on, or it's basically going to New York, and it's only made a profit of 3,000. However, as time goes on, that will improve. So that is, I guess, it's not a bad start. At least we're not making a loss. That's the first thing. At least we're not making a loss. Going ahead and checking out the better fields here. Made good money this morning and hopefully it will continue to do so going forwards. So let's go ahead and think about the things we need to do today. So first of all, I want to go ahead and you're not open on a Sunday either, are you? So that's a bit of a nightmare. Let's go ahead and very quickly run down here and check out and see what planes are flying today. So it looks like we've got two arrivals, one coming in from Mallorca and one coming in from New York later on today. We would have had a flight take off today going out to New York that would have been earlier on before we started work. It looks like Sunshine Airlines, the blue airline, has a lot of work. They've got a lot of planes in movement today, which is kind of worrying because I don't want them to go ahead and take over me. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the security office and just see if we can get security. Right, okay, so this guy is extremely quiet. One thing I have to compliment in this game is the music. The music is top notch. Like for 1998, the music is jamming. So let's go ahead and see what kind of security we can get.
I want security.
So let's go ahead and have a look. So I'm just wanting security to monitor my office really. So that'll be overall cost per day is 25,000, which for right now I don't think we really need that. Let's go ahead and just check out the upgrading of my gates. So that's going to cost 40,000 per plane, overall cost per day. I don't think it's worth it right now. We'll wait. We usually get alerts basically saying, oh, there's a problem with security. So I don't think we need to worry about that right now. There's not really much we need to do today. I don't believe you're open yet. I want to inquire about how much a new plane would be. So what we can go ahead and do is we're going to run down. When's the museum open? Museum's open. It's not open today. That's annoying. Right, let's go ahead and basically just double check our flight schedule because I think we need to go ahead and fill up our better field. So from Monday onwards tomorrow, we need to go ahead and do something. So first of all, we're going to run right back along to the cargo terminal because I think we got a really good cargo order yesterday, and I think we can go ahead and improve on that. So stuff for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is under 15 tons, and it'll make us money. So you are pointless, absolutely pointless. There's nothing, unfortunately, so that rules that out. So Monday, will last minute have anything for Monday? I'm looking for tomorrow, not today. Nope. Sometimes last minute has today and tomorrow stuff up, but obviously not yet, so we're going to run back along to air travel and get ourselves some more orders going forwards. If we could hurry up. Here we are. Right, so for Monday is mainly what we're looking for. So London to Amsterdam, probably not going to be a big one, but we might... Oh no, we can't take that because that's 180 seats. Oh, that was close. So it looks like we're going to have to take this one here. That's 90 seats, London to Madrid. So we might struggle a bit tomorrow actually. Our plane might be on the ground for quite a bit of the day, which I don't like, I guess. However, that's down to me and my lack of forward planning. It's just me not being prepared, but this is where routes come into advantage, because if I had another route, then I'd go ahead and schedule it in for the smaller plane, but unfortunately we don't, so we can't go ahead and do much about that. Anyway, so you're only going to make us, well, 29,000 still profit. I don't know why I'm complaining there, but the plane's going to be on the ground for the whole of tomorrow unless some more flights come up, so we'll go ahead and check air travel throughout the day. What we're going to do now though is we're going to run along here and hope that you're open. You are open. So we're going to inquire about second-hand planes, or some planes anyway, because I want to start to look to the future already, and this basically just shows where the series is going to be going.
Welcome to Makel & Sons, the plane brokers. We sell the best planes available.
Right, so let's inquire about buying a plane.
Great. Which model were you thinking of? Here's my catalog.
Right, so let's go ahead and look for these. So I'm looking for a plane which at least has a range of over 5,000 kilometers and has passengers of at least 180 going forward. So far, I mean, these are pricey. 28 million, 25 million, 29 million, 80 million. Jesus, that's got quite a lot of speed though, I guess. So let's see if we can get something which is a wee bit more optimal. So this flight here, or this plane here, 198 passengers, it's got a good range, nearly 10,000 kilometers. That costs 10 million, so that's definitely something to aim for there. What else have we got here? 189 that's still 14 million, 14 million. Yeah, there's really nothing much affordable here, to be honest, so we'll go ahead and dip out of here. I know the museum's got some good stuff, and is this high-tech place open? We'll go ahead and jump in here and just see how much it actually costs to build our own aircraft. So let's go ahead and have a look here. So we've got different bodies. So this one here has 95 passengers. It's not good enough, unfortunately, though. So we'll have to go ahead and scrap that. I don't really want that. Let's go ahead and we need a big body, which that's 600 passengers. That's way too many. So that's 190, so that's an optimal amount, but that's costing us 15 million already, and we've not gone ahead and added in anything else onto our plane. So let's just have a look and see what we can do. So let's go ahead and add a cone onto the front there. So that will... I don't really care about noise, I care about speed. So let's go ahead and just build a basic plane and see what we get out of this. Engine's not give enough power. So that there would cost us... I mean, that, first of all, range is not very far at all. It's not hitting that 5,000, so it wouldn't be able to even get to New York. It can only hold 190 passengers, which, going forward, isn't going to be great. And that costs us 28 million, so I think it's safe to say we'll not be buying a new plane anytime soon. Anyway, so let's go ahead and run back to our office very quickly. Then we're going to look into air travel. Then we're going to call it a day for our first episode of Airline Tycoon. So far, I've really enjoyed myself, hope you guys are too. Hopefully you understand the game by now. I don't really know how long a series is going to go ahead and be. It really just depends on the feedback and also other series on the channel as well, because I don't really know what I want to play. I was sort of looking for games. I was going to play YouTuber's Life, I was going to play Games Dev Tycoon, but I was just a bit confused at what I wanted to play, so I guess we ended up choosing on this. Anyway, so there's nothing really for Monday, which is really starting to annoy me, so I'm going to go ahead and probably take this London to Palma flight. We can schedule that for tomorrow. Hopefully last minute now has flights for Monday. And we're just going to beat Honeycomb Airlines there. So for tomorrow, please. Nothing for today, tomorrow. You're still not at tomorrow. That's annoying. Anyway, we're going to run up to the office. We're going to go ahead and schedule in our Palma flight we just picked up. So London to Palma. Can we do that tomorrow? We could do that tomorrow. That gets 34,000. However, there's a loss of 7,000 flying out there. And there's a loss of 9,000 flying back to London. So profit margin isn't going to be the best there. However, the day's not over. Hopefully we'll be able to get some more flights. Coming back from New York, actually, we're making a profit of 37,000, which is good. So combine the two together and it is 40,000, which I'm really happy to see. Now do remember that it is costing us 26,000 a day to actually go ahead and have that route in our possession. So overall we've made a profit of 14,000. Near enough every single day that's going to fly. But we are starting off with a profit, which is good. However, first thing tomorrow morning we're going to go ahead and jump into the advertisers and hopefully get that flight just a little bit more profitable. Let's actually go ahead and look at the globe and just see where our planes are at right now. It looks like one is flying back to London and is about to fly out to Lanzarote, and the other plane is flying back from New York currently and is about halfway through its flight. So again, we just need to go ahead and fill this up. We need more flights from Monday. Monday, we need more flights. Let's go ahead and run down to airtime, then last minute once more, then we're going to call it quits. So Tuesday, Monday, that's 180 passengers, so we can't do that unfortunately. So we're very quickly going to go ahead and check last minute. We could go ahead and deal with this plane tomorrow, which I think we're going to have to do. Yep, there's nothing optimal, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it quits for today. We're going to return to the office and then we're going to go ahead and work on things from tomorrow. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a day here. I'm going to call it a day for the video. So hope you have enjoyed this first episode of my Airline Tycoon Let's Play. If you've got any suggestions, thoughts on this game, then go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. Basically, this game's going to be coming out every 2 days for the next week and a bit, probably up till Christmas. Then after Christmas I might go ahead and change game if this isn't getting the best reception. However, I'm really enjoying playing it. I hope you're enjoying watching it. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, rating, subscribe if you are new around here. My name is ConflctNerd Callum and I'm out.